Hey y'all, I'm back. So I figure why not go ahead and do how I gave birth since I did how I found out. Um, Pretty much I was about 9.5 months pregnant, like 38 weeks, some days. And that day I was really upset, like really upset. And when you're pregnant and you're pregnant 9.5 months, everything irritates you. Everything ticks you off. Because at that point you're going through so much, you're just done with a lot of stuff. And I wound up sitting in my car and I was just angry and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just ready to get this over with. Like I'm so annoyed. And I started having this back pain. And it shot towards the middle, towards the end of my back. But it was a pain that I didn't feel before. And I was like, okay, what is this? And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I just need to walk. Because that's usually what I did my last trimester. Whenever I was having pain, I just walked. So I wound up getting out of my car, and sometimes you just sit in the car just to sit, or at least I do. It's relaxing. And I got out the car and I wound up walked up and down the street for like 5 minutes, and it stopped. And then the moment I stopped walking and set my black foot down, guess what? Pain started coming, and I was like, "Dang, what is happening? Like, that's weird." Because usually it would stop. So what I did, I was like, okay, maybe I need to walk a little bit more and calm down. Maybe I'm not calmed down enough. I'm stressing out too much. So I walked again for about another maybe 15 minutes. And it was fine. No pain. By the time I sat down again, it happened again. And I was like, what is going on? Like, why am I having this pain out of nowhere? Like, I didn't do anything. But I was like, okay, maybe you're just need to relax. Like, maybe it's you. Like, relax. No, by the time I lay down, y'all, the pain hit. Like, that pain was, I can't even describe it because it was like no other. It was like, I guess you can say the closest thing for me, it was like sharp needles in my back, just constantly poking me, like 10 of them just constantly poking me in that same area, but different little spots of it. And I was like, what is happening? So I calmed down. I started breathing. I had to breathe. And no, I didn't look at no exercises. All I did was look at a video. But even then, I was scared to look at videos of other women giving birth because I know that every woman is different. Every birth experience is different. And what that woman went through, you may not go through. And what they felt, you may not feel. So I didn't watch it. Didn't want to. Plus, it was my first time. I didn't want to get scared. So I wound it up just breathing through the whole thing. And I kid y'all not, it started around 1 or 2. Y'all, even around 8 o'clock, it was still going. 6 hours nonstop going. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. Why am I still having this pain? Maybe it's false contractions and I'm not realizing it. And at this point, I haven't eaten anything, haven't drank anything because I'm in pain. It got worse as time went by. So I would say maybe an hour later, like around 9, I started to get up. And when I got up, I had to use the restroom. So I started going to the bathroom, which I thought was weird because I didn't have anything to drink for the longest of time. But of course I didn't because I'm pregnant. So I was like, okay, didn't think nothing of it. But honestly, I kept going to the bathroom maybe every 10, 15 minutes while I was in pain for at least an hour or 2. And I was like, okay, what is going on? And at this point, the pain just kept getting more intense. So around 11, I was like, okay, I had enough. And I don't like pain. But I was like, I lasted 10 hours. I'm good. I need to go to the hospital. This is ridiculous. So I went and started calling my dad. I was like, I need you to come get me. I'm having back pains like crazy. I don't know what's going on. I've been having it for hours. I need you to come get me. My dad is really dramatic. Like, he's probably like a hype person if I had to compare him to anything. Like, he's always making things just energetic. That is great. You're going to have a baby tonight. I'm going to be a grandfather tonight. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And hung up the phone. And I was like, well, that was irritating. Like, you're not going to ask me if I'm okay. You're not going to ask me, okay, I'm, sound concerned. No, he didn't sound concerned. All he cared about was becoming a grandfather for the first time. He was not concerned. He was just happy about that. So I winded up packing. I wouldn't even call it packing, y'all. At that point, when I got off the phone with him, maybe a couple more minutes in, it went from my back to my pelvis. It went straight to that uterus. And I was like, nope, I need to sit my butt down. Like, at this point, I need to sit down. I could not stand up. So I wound up just throwing crap in the bag. I just threw it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw everything in here. I don't care. I didn't get a chance to pick out her outfit. I mean, I had got the chance, but I just didn't get to that point of picking out the outfits and everything. Like, I thought I had 2-3 more days. So I even told myself, okay, do it tomorrow or the next day before all that even happened to start picking out. Yeah, no. No. I was to the point where I didn't care. So I just threw everything in a bag. I was like, I may need this. I may need this. I need that for her. I need this for me. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. Just threw it in a bag. Didn't care. Didn't fold it. Just threw it. I literally just threw it. And so then I just sat down and I waited for him. At this point, I'm thinking I'm probably in real labor. It's not going away. It's around midnight. I'm not even concerned about you. I'm in pain. Even though I'm done using the restroom, I'm to the point to where I'm sitting with my legs open and breathing like crazy because I'm in that much pain. I was like, I'm probably in real labor. So my dad came. My dad was trying to walk with me with ease to the car. Yeah, no, I wasn't walking with ease. I just was like, get the bag. Just get the bag. Like, don't even touch me. Just get the bag. Like, I was getting irritated quickly. And so we got in the car. He's driving 80 miles an hour to the hospital. At this point, I'm still in the car breathing. And I'm just thinking in my head, I gotta be in labor. Like, I have to breathe in order to cope with this pain. Because anybody know me? No, I don't like pain. So I was like, I have to cope with this pain. So I'm literally probably actually in labor. Because I had false contractions before this. Like, starting at 7 months, I had false contractions. And they never lasted that long. It was never that intense of a pain. I didn't ever have to breathe through it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is probably it. So when I got there, I went ahead, sat down, signed papers or whatever, breathing through the whole thing. But at that point, it wasn't as bad. I don't know why, but by the time I got to the hospital, it wasn't as bad. But it was still to the point where I had to breathe. So after they checked me out and everything, they were like, did your water break? I was like, no. They were like, okay, let's just go ahead and check you to make sure. Because maybe it broke without you knowing. I was like, no, I doubt it. I was like, I didn't see no puddle. Because I was thinking in my head, like I've seen on movies. Like I've heard about puddles of water. You're walking or standing and talking out of nowhere. Gush comes out of your clothes. Not of your clothes, but you know where it comes out of. Okay, I ain't gonna explain it. But that's what I thought. So I was like, okay. At this point, maybe, just maybe, I'm not in labor. Like, I didn't give birth. Water break. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm sorry. Either way, they were like, okay, let's just check because maybe you did without you knowing. So I was like, I doubt it, but okay. I'm thinking in my head, I think I would know because, it's my belly, it's my water. Yeah, no, I didn't know at all. So whenever they checked, They were like, "You sure your water didn't break? Like, what happened? Like, all you did was just lay in pain?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I winded up going to the restroom like at least for an hour or two, like every 10, 15 minutes. And then maybe got to 30 minutes towards the last second hour." He was like, "Oh, okay. That explains it." And I was like, "Explains what?" He was like, "Your water did break, but you wasn't leaking when you got here. You are not leaking now. You said you didn't see no water at all, which means you basically dropped it all in the toilet. You like peed in the toilet. You thought it was pee, but it was not pee. It was your water breaking, and you put it all in the toilet and flushed it." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, at least it didn't get all on me." Hey, I mean, I guess that's one way to, have your water break. Just make you go to the bathroom, and then there you go, just all in the toilet. You ain't gotta clean up nothing. And nothing. So I never heard of that, but I was like, okay. And they're like, "Yep, we see the baby's head. Like, you're dilated. You're like a good 4. And you're in active labor. So you'll be having a baby today." And I was like, oh, okay. And at this point, it's 2, 3 in the morning. They admit me. When they admit me, y'all, I can't tell you everything in detail, but all I remember is that when they admitted me into that hospital, give it a couple minutes, I went to sleep.